Countdown.
Tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Sebuah inisiatif Indirect Malaysia dan Kelab Guru Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Good evening, teachers, parents, and all the wonderful students. Welcome to Pusat Tuisyen Academy YouTuber. Bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. How are you all doing today? I hope all of you are ready for today's lesson. Before we proceed, let's begin our session with Kitab Al-Fatihah. Thank you, Teacher Aishah. Okay, let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. I'm Teacher Shirley, the moderator of the day. We at Pusat Tuisyen Academy YouTuber will provide you with free online classes. So take this opportunity to do your revision. Are you ready? Let me introduce our teacher for today's lesson. We have Teacher Aishah from SMK Meranti, Pasir Mas, Kelantan. We are now live on Teacher Aishah's channel. Please support her channel Learning English with Cikgu Aishah Harun by clicking subscribe now. The topic of today's lesson is direct and indirect speech. Together with us, we also have Teacher Giri, who is in charge of technical support. Teacher Giri is from SMK Jelutong, Pulau Pinang. So please subscribe her channel as well, Cikgu Giri's channel. So before we begin, I have a few reminders to all of you. First, please pay attention to our lesson. Stop chatting and use the chat section wisely. Number two, regarding certificate link, the link will be given at the end of our session. Okay, please use EDD account when you fill in your particulars. Okay, and make sure to listen to the passcode given by the presenter, okay, at the end of the lesson, and fill in the form within the time limit, which is 30 minutes. Okay, so we also have the 4-digit code. Okay, so students, please stay tuned with us from the beginning until the end so that you can get all the 4-digit codes. Okay, so without further ado, okay, let's welcome Cikgu Aishah Harun.
Thank you, Teacher Shirley. Thank you, Teacher Shirley. Okay, welcome all, and thank you, Madam Giri, for joining us tonight. Okay, so first let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen, my slide?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Okay, let's check. All right, so welcome to Liuka. So what is Liuka? Yeah, learning English with Cikgu Aishah. Okay, so okay, so if this is your first time here, so don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so before we start with our lesson, let's look at this slide. Okay, so here are the teachers in English secondary. panel, okay, the members in the English secondary of AYU, Academy YouTube Malaysia. Okay, so as you can see here, there are two KPs here. This is Cikgu Diri. She's the KP for the upper secondary, and this is myself as the KP for lower secondary. And here are all the teachers in the panel. Okay. Next slide. Okay. So these are the teachers who produce many amazing videos, PDP videos for all students in Malaysia, or also for teachers to use in your study or in your learning when you learn English. Okay, so these are our link. Okay, for SPM English SPM 3219, and for PT3 bit.ly English PT3. So we're going to share these two links later. Okay, so don't forget to click and look up all the videos in the list. Okay, in the link, in the playlist. Okay, so what is this? Okay, so these are one of the purpose that you join AYU classes every day. Okay, so to get the, what is this? The ganjaran or the reward. Okay, so in order to get this reward, you have to watch AYU live online classes, and then jot down the 4-digit codes that will be given to you through the classes. Okay, and then what happened? Oh, my line. Okay, wait. Okay, and then we will share you the presenter's username so that you can use when you fill in the credit record form. And then you will be shared the Google form to get the certificate. Okay, so if you still don't have the EDD email, so make sure you click the link that will be given later and apply for the EDD email. This is the important things for you to get the rewards and the certificates. Okay, I hope you're already understand about this ganjaran. Okay, how to get this reward. Okay, so before we start, okay, let me share the first alphabet. Okay, the first letter. Okay, are you ready? Do you want to get the code or not? Are you ready? Okay, get your pen and your notes book and jot this letter. Okay, I will give you the letter first. Okay, so it's A. Okay, it's A. Okay, the first letter in the digit, the code is A. Okay, so let's start. So our topic for tonight is direct and indirect speech. Okay, so what is indirect and indirect speech? Okay, first, when do we use them? Okay, when do we use direct and indirect speech? Okay, we use them when we want to describe or report what someone said. Okay, when we hear that someone said something, then we want to report what they are talking about, what they are saying about. So we use direct and indirect speech. Okay, where can we see them? Okay, it is very common to see direct speech used in books, okay, storybooks, okay, in a newspaper article or live news. Okay, okay, where can we see them? Okay, here, this is example, the direct speech, okay, in the storybook. Okay, so here in the yellow, the words that in yellow background. Okay, my father says traveling is dangerous. Traveling is not comfortable. You can die. Okay, so this is direct speech. Okay, so you report or describe what father says. Okay. And here, this is indirect or reported speech. Okay, this is from the news article. Okay, Arab news, extract from Arab news. Okay, a British Muslim father whose speech urging calm proved pivotal in diffusing deadly riots in the UK in 2011, has said that his faith helped him remain calm, but that he still grieves a decade after his son was killed in the violence. So this is indirect speech. So you can see that there is a difference between direct speech and indirect speech. Okay, I hope you can notice the difference. So what's the difference? Okay, we use direct speech when we simply repeat what someone says, okay, putting the phrase between speech marks, okay, between speech marks or quotation marks. Okay, for example, Paul came in and said, I'm really hungry. So here you can see we put what he said in quotation or speech mark. Okay. Next, the local MP said, we plan to make this city a safer place for everyone. So you just repeat what he said directly, okay? Sorry. So this is direct speech. Okay, you don't change what he said. You just write exactly what he says. Okay, next.
Cikgu Aishah,
Yeah.
Khairul Fitri say, direct speech equals to what the people really said. Is it true?
Yeah. What they say. You listen, you hear, and then you report to someone exactly what the people say. Okay. Okay. So indirect speech, okay, we use when we want to report what someone said without speech marks. Okay, in indirect speech or reported speech, okay, you don't use speech marks or quotation marks, and without necessarily using exactly the same words, meaning you can change, okay, not exactly the same words. Okay, for example, okay, direct speech, we're quite cold in here. Okay, so this is direct speech. We have speech mark here, and this is exactly what the person said. And indirect speech, they say that they're cold. Okay, they say that they're cool. So there are some changes, okay, that we make when we report the speech in indirect speech, and there are no speech marks. Okay. All right. Changing direct speech into indirect speech. Okay. So when we change direct speech into indirect speech, there are some words that you need to change. Okay. For example, here pronouns and possessive adjectives. So you need to change. When you change direct speech into indirect speech. For example, I indirect speech become he or she. Okay, depend on the subject. Okay, you become I, we, he, she, they, or lah. Okay, me, he or her, my, his or her, our, their, ours, theirs, mine, his or hers, or this become that in indirect speech. This become those in indirect speech. Your, okay, become my or our or his or her or theirs in direct speech. Yours become mine, ours, theirs. We become they, us become them. Okay, so when you change direct speech into indirect speech, you need to change this. Okay, these pronouns and possessive adjectives.
Teacher Aishah,
Yeah.
Khairul Fitri has a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, teacher, why, okay, in the bracket there, that is in bracket. Maybe he refers to why pronouns and possessive adjectives are in brackets because when we change direct speech into indirect speech, we need to change the pronouns and possessive adjective.
Yeah, yes, correct. This bracket, you mean this bracket? Yes, this table refer to pronouns and possessive adjectives. Besides pronouns and possessive adjectives, there are other things or other words that we need to change. Okay, so this is the table for pronouns and possessive adjectives only.
And then
Okay.
another question from
Uh-huh.
Yashika.
Uh-huh.
Teacher, can I know is it necessary to use the words in the bracket? I think so. I think this is what she means.
Yeah, necessary. The words in the bracket. Yeah, you mean this one? Yes, it is
Yeah.
necessary. Okay,
Is it
necessary.
necessary to it's necessary
Now,
to use it?
when you change to indirect speech, you need to use this lah.
Okay.
Okay, you must change. Okay, so here are some examples. Okay. When we change pronouns and possessive adjectives, when we change direct speech into indirect speech. Okay. First sentence, Halim said, I am hungry. So when you change to indirect speech, Halim said that. So I here, you change to he. Okay. Halim said that he was hungry. Okay. Rita said, I am going for a walk. So into indirect speech, Rita said that she was going for a walk. Okay, so I here indirect speech become she. Okay, because you describe what Rita said to someone else. Okay, so you need to change the pronouns. Okay, we were sleeping, said the students. And when you change to indirect speech, the students said that they were sleeping. Okay, so you change to they. I will phone you, said Ali. Ali said that he would phone me. Okay, so he is I, you is me. Okay, indirect speech. This is my new computer, said Roslan. Roslan said that, this, indirect speech, you change to that, was, my, you change to his new computer. Okay. We are having friends for dinner, said mother and father. Okay, so indirect speech, mother and father said that you change to they were having friends for dinner. Okay, so this is how we change pronouns and possessive adjectives from in direct speech to indirect speech.
Teacher Aisha, Nisha
Yeah.
asks, can I
Mm.
know the difference between that and this?
Ah,
Why do
oh,
you,
that. Oh,
that and
mean
this?
that and this. Okay,
Yeah.
that means that means you point to something that is far from you. Okay, so this, you point to something that is near to you. Okay, for this is my mobile phone. Okay, that is my book. So this and that. Okay, this and that. This is my book. That is your book. Okay. Okay. Okay, this one. Changing direct speech. When we report what someone says in the present simple or general truth or habitual action is still happening, we normally don't change the tense. Okay, we simply change the subject. So, for example, when we report something that is general truth, okay, or something is still happening, or your habits, okay. So we don't change the tenses. For example, Rahman said, birds can fly. Okay, so this is the tense, indirect speech. So in indirect speech, Rahman said that birds can fly. So you don't change the tense. Okay, she said rambutans are juicy and sweet. So she said that rambutans are juicy and sweet. Yes, Jane said, I am hungry. Jane said that she is hungry. Okay, so why you said here? Okay, because here is said. Because you reported something that you hear before. Before you reported it. So it's already happened. Okay, so that's why you said here. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, here are tenses. Okay. However, when we report things in the past, okay, we usually change the tense by moving it one step back. Okay. Example, okay, he said, I live in the city center. Okay, I live in the city center. So when he said this, he used live. Live is in present simple. But when you report, you change live to lived to past tense. Okay, he said he lived in the city center. Okay, because maybe now he's not living in live. He is not live at the in the city center anymore. Okay, so he said I'm going out. Okay, so this sentence is in present continuous. So indirect speech, he said he was going out. Okay. He said I have finished. Present perfect. So in indirect speech, he said he had finished. Okay, have or has become had. Am become was. Okay. He said I've been studying a lot. Present perfect continuous. So he said he had been studying a lot. Okay. Had, have become had, been, you add been. Okay. He said I arrived before you. This is past simple. So in indirect, he said he had arrived before you. So you add had. Okay. He said I had already left. Past perfect. He said he had already left. Remains the same. Okay. He said I'll be there at 2 p.m. Okay. This is future simple. I'll be. So he said he would be. Okay. I will. You change to would be. Okay. And sorry. He said I'm going to call Ellen. This is be going to. Okay. Going to. And am you change to was because he and going to remain. Okay. So this you remember you have to remember if you want to change direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, what else that we need to change when we change direct speech into indirect speech? Modal verbs. Okay, you know modal verbs like can, must, may, shall, I'll, will. Okay, so if indirect speech can, so in indirect speech you change to could. Can become could. Okay, must, I must go, become had. I must go. She had to go. She said she had to go. She said I may drive there. So may you change to might. In indirect speech you change to might. She said she might drive there. Okay. She said shall we start? So here she asked if we should start. Shall become should. Okay. She said I'll call you. She said she would call you. So will you change to would. Okay. In indirect speech will become would. Okay.
Teacher Aishah,
Yeah.
I think before we proceed, maybe we can give them the second code,
Yes, the first digit. Okay, the
the
first
first digit.
digit. Okay, so the first digit, get ready. It is number 2. Number 2. Got it? It's number 2. No, 2, 2, 2 only 2. Okay, it's number 2. Okay, so can we continue?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, so another thing that we need to change is time expression. Okay, so for example here, yesterday, in direct speech, you need to change to the previous day. Okay, yesterday become the previous day. Today become that day. Tomorrow become the following day. Last night becomes the previous night. The next day becomes the following day. Now become then. Okay. And for example here, I'm seeing my brother tomorrow. So tomorrow indirect speech. When we change it into indirect speech, when we report it, tomorrow become the following day. She said she was seeing her brother the following day. So here's she was seeing because present continuous here. I'm seeing. So I am you change to was. I'm seeing. She was seeing. Okay. I had a headache yesterday. So yesterday, this is time expression yesterday. So in indirect speech, you change to the day before yesterday, or you can change the previous day. You said, okay, you had a headache the previous day or the day before yesterday.
Teacher Aishah, there is a question from Kavya.
Uh-huh.
Teacher, can we change the indirect speech to direct speech in past continuous tense?
Past continuous. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, past continuous, present continuous, past perfects. You can change. Okay. Okay. It's been raining since this afternoon. It's been raining since this afternoon. He said it had been raining since that afternoon. So this, remember this become that. Okay. I haven't seen them since last week. So last week you changed them. She said she hadn't because haven't become changed to hadn't seen them since. Okay, last week become previous week. Okay, last become previous, last night become previous night, last week become previous week. Okay. Okay, reporting questions. Okay, when you report questions, okay. Okay, there are two types. Okay, one is when we report a yes or no question. Okay, when the question is need you to answer yes or no. Okay, the question needs you to answer yes or no. Okay, so we use if or whether in indirect speech. Okay, for example, do they live here? Okay, so the answer for this yes they do or no they don't. Right. So if the question has the answer yes or no. So the indirect speech, okay, you ask me, you put if. Okay, you ask me if they lived here. You ask me if they lived here. So you don't say said lah. Okay, you say ask. Okay, because this is the question. You ask me if they lived here. Put if here. Okay, so where do they live? Okay, this is different question. Okay, for questions starting with question words like what, where, when, who. Okay, we report the question using the question word but change the interrogative form to the affirmative form. Okay, for example, like this: where do they live? Okay, so you change to indirect speech. You ask me where they lived. Okay, start with where, start with the question, only that change they. Okay, you leave out do here, take it out, and then you just put where they lived. You ask me where they lived. Okay, another example. When are you leaving? He asked us when we were leaving. Okay, we were leaving. Okay, in the question, verb to be come before the pronouns, right? Before the pronouns. But in the indirect speech, verb to be come after the pronoun because it's the affirmative form. Okay, in affirmative form. Okay. Next, how will they get here? She asked me how they would get here. How they would get here, not how would they get here. Okay, wrong. How they would get here. Okay, so for question, you use ask. Okay, she asked, he asked, you ask, you ask for questions. All right. Okay, I think this is the last one. Okay, reporting orders. Okay, how do you report orders? Okay, when you give someone an order, you use the imperative form. Okay, which means using just the verb without a subject. Tak ada no subject. Okay, to report an order, we use tell and the infinitive of the verb. Okay, for example, call me back later. Call me back later. Okay, this is order. Call me back later. Okay, so when you change to indirect speech, you use told. Tell, you told me to call you back later. You told me to call you. Okay, infinitive to. You use to call. You back later. Okay, have a seat. Okay, this is order, right? Have a seat. Okay, he told me to have a seat. He told me to have a seat. So you add to, okay? To in front of the verb. And then you use told. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? She told us not to do that. Okay? All right?
Teacher Aishah, I think she will take a break now.
Okay, yes. We take a break for 1 minute. See you.
Berita baik untuk semua. Kini Akademi YouTuber memperkenalkan sistem mata ganjaran kredit AYU untuk dikumpul. Jom ikuti kelas tuition live AYU untuk mengumpul kredit AYU dan berpeluang menebus hadiah-hadiah yang menarik. Hadiah bernilai lebih RM10,000 disediakan secara percuma untuk pelajar seluruh Malaysia. Apa tunggu lagi? Tebus ganjaran hebat ini sekarang. Layari www.academyyoutuber.com untuk maklumat lanjut.
Okay, are we back?
Oh yeah, we are back now. Let's
Okay.
continue with our interesting lesson.
All right. Okay, so let's continue with reporting requests. Okay, how to change direct speech into indirect speech when we report a request. Okay, when you make a request, you normally use words like can, could, or will. So to report a request, we use the verb to ask and the infinitive form of the verb. Okay, so example, so could, okay, because it's a request. Could you call me back later? It's different from order. Could you call me back later? So when we change to indirect speech, you ask me. Okay, you ask me to call you back later. You ask me to call you back later. Okay, will you have a seat? Okay, he asked me to have a seat. He asked me to have a seat. Okay, can you not do that, please? Okay, this is not an order. Okay, this is a request. Can you not do that, please? So he asked me to, what is it? He asked me to what? To not do that. Yes, he asked me to not
do that.
do that. Okay, so this is a mistake. He asked me to not do that. Okay, so this is how we change direct speech into indirect speech for a request, how we report a request. Right. So welcome back. Okay, next, exercise 1. Okay, are you ready to do some exercise? Before that, okay, oh my God, can hear you here?
Yes, we can hear you.
Kavya said, okay, teacher.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, just now
We
my
can
mic.
hear. Don't worry.
All right. Okay, so before we start with the with exercise 1, I think I'll share the second code, the second digit.
Digit,
Right.
not yet. Second digit, not yet. We only have the
Yeah.
first chord.
Yeah, I want to share the second digit.
Okay.
Okay, before we start. Okay, get ready. The second digit. Okay, it's number 9. Okay, the second digit is number 9. Okay, it's number, one more time, it's number 9. Okay, right, so are you ready to do some exercise? I have a few questions here. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, let's start. I hope it works. Right, now change the following direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, Alice said, I am pretty. So you type your answer A or B. Type your answer whether it's A or B. Okay, so we choose the answer that that most of you answers. Okay, so what is the correct answer? A or B?
Cairo Fitri say B. Tang Chairman say B. Afka say B. Atika say B. Most of them say B. So far,
B.
everyone say B.
B. Okay, so let's check. Correct. It's B. Very good. Okay, so it seems that you do understand how to change direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, next question. Okay. I walk to school, said Raymond. I walk to school, said Raymond. Okay, so is it A? Raymond said that I walk to school. Or B? Raymond said that he walked to school. Okay, what's the answer for this question number 2? Okay. So what's your answer? Most of you answer A or B?
Most of them say B. So far, I only see the answer B, 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 B,
B,
O,
B, B,
B.
B, B. Okay, so let's check. Correct, it's B. Okay, very good. Good job. Okay, next. Question number 3. John says, I like chocolate. A. John says that I like chocolate. B. John says that he likes chocolate. Okay. John says, I like chocolate. John said that I like chocolate. B. John says that he likes chocolate.
All the students answer B, 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 B.
B.
Or B, B, B. B
Let's
for
see.
Babylon.
B for Babylon. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's correct. Very good. Okay, next. They say, number 4, they say we are going for a movie. They say we are going for a movie. So, A or B? A or B? A, they say that they are going for a movie. B, they say that we are going for a movie. Okay. A or B? A or B?
Arasa is the first one to answer. Arasa say B.
B.
But the rest of the students answer B and some answer A. I think they are confused A or B.
So A or B? Oh, A or B? Okay. Which one? A. They say that they are going for a movie. They say that we are going for a movie. Who's going to a movie? And who's going for a movie? They or we?
But majority answer A. Most
A.
of
Okay, let's check A. Correct. It's A. Very good. Okay, very good. Good job. Good job. Excellent. Okay, next. Number 5. Kathy said, my father is not back yet. Kathy said, my father is not back yet. So A, Kathy said that my father is not back yet. B, Kathy said that her father is not back yet. Okay. A or B? A or B? A or B? A or B?
Fatih say A.
A.
Isman Hanim say B. And
B.
then Fatih say A. And then Lee Jung Hao say B.
Okay, let's check. Okay, so many says B. Many say B, so we try B. Correct, it's B. Okay. My father said, Kathy said, her father is not back yet. Okay. Okay, done with exercise 1. Okay, this is the second exercise is quite difficult. Okay, so get ready. Okay, get ready with the second exercise. Number 1. Change the following direct speech to indirect speech. John said, I am very busy now. Okay, for this one, you need to write. You need to write, okay, your sentence. Okay, you need to write your indirect speech. Okay, now type your answer in sentence, indirect speech, in complete sentence. Okay, there is no answers to choose. You need to write. You need to write your answer. Okay. So, do we have answers? John said that he.
Okay, John said that he's very busy now from Cairo 3. And then
Mhm.
Yashkika said, John said that he is very busy now as well. Okay, I
Mhm.
think most of them say, okay, except for Umaira. Umaira say, okay, Lee Jung-ha also say John is very busy. Okay, Umaira say, Cairo is busy now. Umaira, who are you talking about?
All right, let's check the answer. What is the answers? Oh my God, it's not the answers. Where is it? It's still next. Oh, let's see. This is number 2. Oh, I don't have the answer for number 1. But the answer is John said that. John
He
said that
is,
he he. What about now? Time expression. Now you change to what? He was very busy. John said that he was very busy. Now become then. Okay, now become then. You don't use now in indirect speech. You change to then. John said that he was very busy then. Okay, John said that he was very busy then. Okay, so number 2. Okay, number 2. He.
Teacher Aishah, Khairul
Hmm?
asked, can we say for number 1, John said that he is very busy that time.
That time? No. Because
No.
now change to then. Okay, now we change to then. Or just remember, now become then. Okay. He said, the horse has been fed. He said, the horse has been fed. Okay, so change. Remember, has. Has changed to what? Okay, number 2. Number 2. He said that the horse had been fed. Oh, I see the answers from Cairo 3. He said
Yeah.
that the horse had been fed. Oh, I've showed the answer just now, right? Right, let's check the answer. Yes, he said that the horse had been fed. Okay, very good. Kavya pun also said that he said that the horse had been fed. Yes, had. You change has to had. Okay, very good. Lee. Okay, next.
Teacher Aishah, should we give them the third quote?
Third code. Okay, sure. Third code. Okay, get ready for third code. Okay, third code is 0. 0. The third code is 0. Got it? One more time. Okay, I repeat, it's 0. Right? Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's continue with number 3. Okay, I know her name and address, said John. I know her name and address, said John. Okay, what's your answer? Okay, write your answer. Type your answer. I know her name and address, said John. Okay,
Come on,
what's your
students.
what's your answer? John said, you changed to? John said that he knew her name and address. Okay, he knew. He knew. Yeah. All right. So, okay. So, let's check the answers. Okay, John said that he knew or he knows her name and address. Okay, it depends. You can use he knew or knows because maybe that the tenses may not change if the statement is still relevant or if it is a universal truth. So, maybe it's still relevant. Maybe John still knows her name and address. So, you can use he knows. But he knew is also correct. Okay. John said that he knows her name and address. Yes, correct. Okay, next. Okay. Oh my God. German is easy to learn. Oh, the answers already come out. She said that German is or was easy to learn. Okay, technical error. Okay. Don't count this question. Let's try number 5. Okay, let's try number 5. He said, I am writing letters. He said, I am writing letters. Okay. What's your answer? In indirect speech. Okay, write your answer. Change the direct speech into indirect speech. He said that, okay, he was writing letters. Okay, he was writing letters. That's answer from Yashika. Khairul said he said that he was writing letters. Okay, Kavya said he said that he was writing letters. Okay, let's take the answers. Most of you answers that. Okay. Yes, he said that he was writing letters. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so do we have a next question? Yes, it's number 6. Okay, it is too late to go out, Alice said. It is too late to go out, Alice said. Okay. Okay, what's your answer for number 6?
Okay, come on, students. What's the answer here?
Alice said it is too late to go out. Okay, it is too late to go out.
I think the students are still struggling. Okay, Khairul has the first answer.
Okay.
Alice said that it was too late to go out. And then Yashika said that Alice said that it was too late to go out as well.
It was
Kavya
too
also
late to go
said
out.
also has the same answer.
Okay, so let's check. Alice said that it was too late to go out. Alice said that it was too late to go out. Yes, very good. Most of you got it correct. All right, next. Okay, number 7. He said to me, I don't believe you. He said to me, I don't believe you. Number 7. He said that I don't believe you. Okay, number 7.
Okay, Arasa say, okay,
He
this is
said
for
to
the
me.
previous question. I think for this question, you don't have the answer yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay. He said to me, I don't believe you.
Okay, Cairo is the fastest. Okay, Cairo say, he said that he didn't believe me. Yashika also said, he said to me that he don't believe me. So far, there are only 2 answers from the students.
All right. Let's see. What is the answer? He said, I don't believe me. He said, I don't believe you to me. He told me that. Okay. He told me that he didn't believe me, or he said he didn't believe me. Okay. So remember, don't here, you need to change to past tense. Okay. He said that he didn't believe me, or you can write told. Okay. He told me that he didn't believe me. Okay, so don't change to didn't. Okay, don't change to didn't. You need to move back one step. That's mean. You must write in past tense. Okay. Next, okay, number 8. Let's try number 8. Let's try with number 8. Okay, he says, I am glad to be here this evening. Okay, I am glad to be here this evening. Okay, this is the pronoun at time expression. This is the pronouns. Okay, you need to change in when you change to indirect speech. Okay, so what's your answer for this? He says, I am glad to be here this evening. Okay, he says. Okay, he says that he was glad to be here that evening. He said that he was glad to be here this evening. He says that he was glad to be there. Okay, so he says that he is glad to be here that evening. Okay, that's caveat answer. So let's check the answer. He says that he is glad to be here this evening. Okay, so why? Why the answer is in present simple? Because when the reporting verb is in the present tense, adverbs of time and place do not normally change in indirect speech. Okay, here he says. Okay, when you say here, you see the reporting verb is says. This is in present simple. When you see says, so you don't change. You don't change the tense. So am, you don't change to was. So you change to is because he can. So he is. Okay, he says that he is glad to be here this evening. Okay, you don't change this. Okay, why? Because look at the word says. Okay, this is in present simple. So when this verb is in present simple, you don't change. You don't change at the word of time, and you don't change the place. Okay, that's why it cannot change to was. That what I'm explaining, Yashika, because it's in present. You see this word says. Okay, this verb. Okay, the reporting verb is present tense. When you see this in present tense, so here you don't change to indirect speech. You don't change the place, the pronouns. You don't change to was in the past. Okay, you just remain in presence. Okay, look at the verb here. Okay, says. Kalau if he said, then you change. But if he says, then you don't change. Okay. Okay. Okay, next, number 9. He said to me, what are you doing? He said to me, what are you doing? Okay, so number 9. What is your answer for number 9?
Okay, students, any answer so far?
Okay, number 9.
Yashika say, okay, teacher, I got it. Thank
Okay,
you.
great. Okay, great, good. Okay, he said to me, what are you doing? Okay, any answers for number 9?
Okay, students, I think they are still struggling to find the answers.
No. He said to me, this is what are you doing? This is a question. How do you report a question? Okay, this is you report a question. Okay,
Okay, Lee Jung Hao say
look at
he said it to me, what are you
ah,
doing? Khairul Fitri said, he asked, what was
mm,
me doing? Yashika said,
mm,
he said to me that, what am I doing? I think all of them have different answers.
okay, so let's check the correct answer. Okay, he asked me what I was doing. Okay, so remember this is a question. You report a question. So you use ask. He asked me. Okay, you cannot use sit. You cannot use sit anymore because this is a question. You report a question. He asked me what. Okay, what, and then you put you change to I. What I was doing. I was. Okay, verb to be. I was. Okay. Okay. Don't put a question mark after that. Okay. Kavya, don't put question mark in the indirect speech. Okay? Because this is not a question anymore. This is a statement. This is a report. So don't put question mark. Just put full stop. Okay? Never mind. Okay, so he asked me what I was doing. So this is a question. So you use ask me. Okay, next. I think this is our last question for tonight. Oh no. I already showed the answer.
The students got the answers already.
Let me try.
Bonus question for the
Bonus question. We will have 2 bonus questions tonight. Okay. So number 10. Okay, let's see. Number 10. Where is the post office? Ask the stranger. Okay, where is the post office? Ask the stranger. So the stranger asked where the post office was. Okay, where the post office was. Okay. So I think that's it. Because it's already 10:26, right? Actually, I have another quiz, but I don't think we have time for this quiz. Okay, so let's end it here. So I hope you understand our lesson tonight. Okay, so thank you for joining us every Wednesday. Okay, I see that familiar names. Okay, so thank you very much for supporting us. Okay, and so that's it.
Teacher
Back to
Aishah, I
you.
think our last card.
Last
Yes,
code.
I forgot.
Also your Telegram username.
I think the students don't
yes.
mind about the code.
Okay,
Knowledge is
yes,
more important for them.
Yeah. All right. So last code is number 4. Okay, it's
Okay,
number
number
4. Okay, it's number 4. Okay, don't forget to claim your credit. Okay, so that's it for tonight. And my username. Okay, can we share my username?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, so we are done with today's session. We have learned a lot from teacher Aishah about direct and indirect speech. Okay, congratulations to all who are able to follow our session from the beginning till the end. And thank you very much, teacher Aishah, for such an interesting lesson. Okay, so before we provide the certificate link, okay, please off the live chat button and click subscribe. Okay, at teacher Aishah channel if you haven't.
Thank you. I think there's already subscribed.
Okay, so this is to show your appreciation to teacher Aishah for giving you a free lesson today. Okay, and don't forget to click the bell button too, so you won't miss out any new videos and live classes from teacher Aishah. Okay, and remember to share today's lesson with your friends as well. Okay, sharing is caring, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you have finished, type down in the chat session. Okay, then we will give you the certificate link. Okay, so the certificate link is given, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and remember to fill in using Indirect account. If you are using another account, okay, please shift to Indirect account. Okay, before you open the certificate link. And the link will only be active in 30 minutes. Okay, so, and you will receive the certificate after 1 hour. Okay, and reminder for those who haven't joined Indirect Junior Telegram, please do so. If you want to get more information, go to www.academyyoutuber.com. Okay, so once again, I would like to thank teacher Aishah for the interesting lesson. Okay, thanks also to Cikgu Giri for being our control host today. Okay, I think that's all for now. Okay, see you on Friday for Spelling Bee, 12:30.
Yes, Spelling Bee, 12:30 p.m. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Wow,
Okay.
banyaknya hadiah menarik menanti anda. Wah, kini Akademi YouTuber mengambil inisiatif baru di mana memberikan hadiah-hadiah ini secara percuma. Ya, percuma kepada anda semua. Bagaimana caranya? Dengan mengikuti kelas tuition online percuma Akademi YouTuber sambil mengutip mata kredit, anda dapat menukarkannya dengan hadiah-hadiah yang menarik ini. Tunggu apa lagi? Segalanya percuma.
Jangan lepaskan peluang tau. Dah dapat banyak hadiah menarik, takkan nak lepaskan peluang.
Layari www.academyyoutuber.com sekarang untuk maklumat lanjut.
Dibawakan kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber.